thanks for coming. I know we had some miscommunication last time.
Yeah.
And you ended up coming, so.
Yeah, it's more so just like I need to be able to give them like at least a week's worth of like a heads up of like what time when I would leave early or like make up time later or what have you.
Yeah, where do you work at?
It's called Rain Instant Pay. It's like a check in advance place.
Oh, okay,
okay. App form.
Yeah, it's like a check cashing store or something like that, right?
Yeah, but it's a startup company and it would be it's in the app, and so we just pause accounts instead of charging for collateral or late fees or anything like that.
Really? Yeah. I used to hate, I was homeless once, so I used to hate going there to cash my checks. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. You know, when you're like, 18, 19, you do dumb shit, you know, and you end up in the wrong places. But yeah, I was like homeless between that time. So I had to like, whenever I worked somewhere, you know, or try to get some work, they do just give you a check. You have to go to those places and cash it. And like in Florida, they charge you like, I don't know, like it was like 8-9%. It was something crazy.
It's something they hit you.
Yeah, they hit you, man. That's
back in the day, my dad used to have to do this, but it would be like a square kind of thing where it's just like you go to one, you have to pay them back, but you still have to cash your check out or cash your check, and then you go to the second one and pay them back, and then like at the end of the day, it's like you've gone to 3 different places to where you can actually get your money, and then when you have to pay them all back again, you start with the place that you left at the last time. If that makes sense.
No, that sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, more so it's like you pay one and then you have to still cash your check out early. So then you go to another one. It's like you're always pretty much like you're always like one check behind, essentially, where you pay one back, but then you use your next check to get that one out early. And so then you have to pay that one back with your current one.
That just sounds like a fucking mess.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God. Have you lived here in Nashville? Well, Nashville, like most of your life, or you just moved here?
Most of my life. So I was born in Nashville, and then we went up north to New Jersey for like a good decade or so. And then when we moved back to Tennessee, we were in Clarksville. So I went to Northwest and Austin P here, and then I moved to Nashville about 6 years ago.
Yes. And you said you've been doing stand-up for 2 years, 3 years?
About 2 to 3 years.
2-3 years? Mm-hmm. Okay. But all in Nashville?
Mostly, yeah. The time at the Joker's house was my first time over there. And then like Clarksville doesn't really have
anything else
foundation
of course.
Quite yet for it.
Because I've never seen you in Nashville. The one time I've ever seen you was in Joker's. And we go to Nashville all the time. What spots you go to? A
lot of open mics. So there used to be a place called Twin Cakes, but they closed down. There used to be a place called Jane's in the Alley, but then they think they moved. But I don't know if they still do comedy. And then there would be like Third Coast, and then there is East Room.
Yeah, East Room, Third Coast. Yeah,
East Room I try to go to on Tuesdays, but it's like such a chaotic energy in there sometimes.
Yeah.
Where I mainly it's like I try to make friends with other comics, but then I'm just like kind of like mousy a little bit. There's also Bobby's Idle Hour that I haven't been there in a while because it's like 10 p.m. Flamingo has a show on the last Thursdays that I have done before. That was a pretty good show. I would advise hitting that up. Love and Exile sometimes does the open mic.
That's early though. It's like 5:30, I think.
Yeah. And then Dive Motel I know does Thursdays or every Thursday. It used to be a woman named MK, but she had moved to LA. So now I think it's Courtney Warner, I want to say, is doing that one now. What else is there? I know Lipstick Lounge does it. A lot of the time it's like I go to the open mics and then I'll view just to kind of see what people are talking about. I have to be better about being more steady of getting to the open mics each week and like actually signing up and actually doing it. But it's like in my head, I'm like, yes, I have a type 5, but it's like I have to pivot from that and do other jokes. But it's like in my head, my type 5 is like kind of so smooth, and it's like I have to work on getting the other stuff so smooth.
Yeah.
It's like a mental battle where it's just like the only way that you're going to do it is if you actually just get up there and do it. Like who cares if it sucks?
So right now, how many times do you go to open mic?
I would say at least twice out of a month, which I know is really low, but but it's like sometimes it's like you just get bogged down a little bit. It's like you got family obligations, you got work obligations, you got your dog, you live alone, so it's just you taking care of all this shit. So it's like what you gonna do? Another place that I like to go to is France. France just started doing it on Thursdays. They used to have one downtown. I wish there was a steady one downtown because that's where I live and that would be so convenient. That's why I'm sad. Like Jane's Hideaway used to be in Printers Alley and that shit was just like a 2-minute walk.
Yeah.
I could be in there. Then Teddy's Tavern near Bridgestone used to do it on Wednesdays, but I don't think they do that anymore.
Yeah, it's not. It seems like I've been doing it since October, but I tried comedy 2 years ago. Like I tried going on stage and I went on stage twice and I knew there was more open mics during the summer than it were in winter. Like wintertime, like a lot of places
wintertime, a lot of places like kind of shut down. It's kind of hard to keep a steady one because a lot of the bar owners either they view it as like they're not making much money or like maybe like people talk over it or they see like the engagement is just not there. Yeah. So like you could have an open mic that might be okay or pretty good, but it'll only last like a month or two before it like gets cut. Shit, yeah. And it's like because there used to be when Bowie's was opened. That was a great show. It used to be ran by this guy named Keith, and he does CFN, Coming From Nothing. Like, that's a pretty good production company. When he was trying to put on a show at Bowie's, and it was great, but it was during the winter. And it just did not last. Like, I think the bar owner was just like, no, but it's just like, it's snowed in. Of course, like, you're not going to really have a lot of people coming in here anyway, you know? But that only lasted for a couple months. But then Bowie's now is closed. So. Yeah, like right now things are starting to open back up. During the winter, it's especially going like I used to go Green Light a lot, and the Green Light, it's like during the winter, it's just it's terrible, you know, because it's like barely, and it's like 4 or 5 comics mostly, and like everybody else is there just watching like something on the and like on the bar, and it's like that's the hard thing to kind of overcome too, where it's just like it is just talking to the same comics that you be seeing week after week, and it's like it's great to get your material out there for sure, like run your material, but at the same time it's like you're just doing it to the same people. And
they don't laugh, right? Comics don't laugh because they know tricks. So they're like, yeah, that's a good bit. They won't laugh. So it's like you never really know.
They might laugh at it the first couple times they hear it, but then you know, if they've already heard you like, 10, 15 different times or so, it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, I know your material. Okay, yeah, it's good. Yeah. I'm worried about what I'm going to say when I get up there. So it's hard to find a room where it's just like actually has an audience too. East Room is really good about that, and I would say Third Coast is really good about that.
Yeah, we went to Third Coast, but the problem is that it's so hard to get on. We're driving from Clarksville, so like an hour down there, and then if we don't get picked, it's like, what a waste of fucking time, right?
Dude, yeah, and then even just coming down to here, like, I don't know what was going on I-24, but it had me going on, like, New Hope Road to Baxter to some shit, and I was, like, behind 2 workers' trucks, and I'm just like, what's happening today? So it's, like, it's hard enough.
On a Saturday, too, which is weird. Oh, it's Friday, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm high, I'm sorry.
But it's just, like, it is hard to just kind of gear yourself up, drive the hour, get there, settle in, put your name then, and then what you said, like you may not even get called.
Fuck. That's what we only do. We usually do Tuesday, and we go to the East Room, and then we try to get. Usually, one of us gets picked, right? And then we go to Bobby's at 10, right? So we try to get 2 mics in one night, and then obviously we do Thursday here, and then Friday we do Holistic, and then Sunday we try to do.
The Holistics. I used to do the Holistic shows. Yeah. Those are nice.
It's gotten way better.
I can't remember his name. For some reason, I want to say Bo, but I know that's not right. But he used to do one of the ones where it's just like he did like crowd work shows, where it's like if he put you on a show, like he wants to see about 10 minutes of crowd work only.
Really?
And so that was interesting. It was kind of like a workshop, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still does that. And he used to do one at the Fedora Lounge, but I don't know if he does that either. Now it's Printers Alley. It's like it's hard to keep it in Printers Alley, I think. Yeah. It's like right in the middle of Nashville. Most of the mics, right? It's like, and then you have like stuff in Murfreesboro and stuff like that. In Franklin, I guess there's a few of them there. Oh yeah, was it Smokes and Jokes? I think it was Murfreesboro.
It's one on Sunday that they have down there too. I don't know. I don't go that far. It's just an hour and a half for me. It's just too far, right?
It's a lot. It gets to be. The only reason why I was at Joker's house because I was house sitting for my parents and they live here. Yeah. And I was just like, well, where do I go do the comedy?
But Joker's is a good spot.
People don't understand. It's surprising. Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, okay, because I knew that spot used to be a comedy place way back in the day, like a decade or so ago. And then it was just a bar, and I used to buy drugs out in the parking lot.
Yeah, it used to be a club. It used to be a club.
I was like, oh, familiar. This is nice. And then no, it's like they turned that shit around. It looks great in there. Like
the guy DJ, he's the owner, one of the owners. Mm-hmm. He put a lot of fucking
it can rival Zany's for sure. Like it's got the space, it's got the tables, and you're not on top of each other either at the tables and stuff too. So it's just like Zany's, watch out.
I like the spot. It's like the only spot when I started in October, I was only going to Nashville, and then when I found out about this place, it was like the only spot where you could just say whatever the fuck you feel like saying. As long as it was funny, it was gonna hit, you know? And a lot of places in Nashville, and I like that, right? Because Nashville's mostly known for like cleanish comedy, you know, because Nate Bargatze, all the stuff.
Not the places I'm at.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen some dirty ass shit. I've seen some dirty ass shit. Like
well, I think women can get away with seeing more dirty stuff than dudes do. I've noticed that. Like a lot of the girls that I know that do comedy or stand up, they can say dirtier things and kind of get away with it. But when a guy does it, it's like, oh, you're fucking being gross, you know? Like you're just a dude. Well, that's what I noticed, right? Just out of what I've seen.
True. I mean, like, I would say, like, yes, there's probably some truth to that, but, like, I definitely have seen people just say some shit. Just
crazy shit?
Yeah, like dead baby shit.
I've never seen that in Nashville. That's crazy.
Yeah. Nah.
Most of the stuff.
Like, I guess I have been at the open mics, huh? No.
I went. I remember the second time I ever like really bombed was at this place called Grandpa's Bar. Have you ever heard that place?
I went to the Grandpa's Bar, man. I didn't sign up that night because I was a little late, but like I got a funny story with that. But
yeah, I was the second time I ever bombed, like officially bombed. It was there, and I should have known because I had just ran some material, kind of like dirty-ish material at Joker's, and I was feeling like you feeling all hyped because you had like really good laughs. And I go down there and like I started noticing, I was like, nobody's really saying anything dirty. It's like everybody's just saying like really soft spoken stuff. My kid did this, ha ha ha. And I was like, oh man, please don't tell me I'm gonna bomb. And then I go after some gay dude and I say a gay joke and it just completely fell through after that. I was like, oh God, fuck me. I wanted to get off the stage so bad. I was like, oh.
But you gotta play it through.
You had to, man. It was just rough. Oh, I hate it every time I think about it.
So I didn't go up there, but I had like an altercation with the bartender because he overcharged me, but then he didn't want to like fix it at all.
What?
He didn't want, like, I think he was a little bit like, to me, it either looks like he was either doing a couple lines or might have been on Adderall or like something that would just like kind of made you anxious, made you defensive, made you like just argumentative from the jump. And I'm just kind of like, hey, this is what my bank account is showing. And it was like 4 different charges. Yeah. And I'm like, this is not, I only had like 2 glasses of champagne, which like I know is $15 here, which is kind of overpriced anyway.
Yeah.
But I was like, I did not spend $80 here. But he was like trying to show me like the little kiosk thing that they have. And he was just like pull it up and throw it in my face and then throw it back down. He's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want me to do. I have to take care of these people. I was like, I don't want to be in this conversation either.
Yeah, take care of people, but just come back and fix
I was just like I'll wait. It's fine. Like, it's okay. But I'm like, $80 is a lot. It's not like, $10 or even 20 or something.
To me, it's not. If it's over $1, right? But it's anything but $5. Hey, man.
Yeah, it's like, yo,
that's a pack of gum or some lottery tickets, bro.
Especially with like a couple days to payday, and it's just like I gotta eat on that. Like, what is it? Hey, like I will stand.
We also live in Nashville.
The funniest thing about it is that he was wearing these lollipop earrings. And so, like, anytime he would, like, move a different way, and it was, like, these little lollipop things were just, like, swinging around. And it's just, like, God. It's, like, such fun earrings are just being, like, used so angrily right now.
Oh, my God. I don't know who that is, but that's going to be funny when I go back.
You'll see the lollipop
guy like, yo, hey, I think you overcharged me, man.
But they did correct it, and they did refund. So I was like,
oh, okay.
Good. I haven't been back since.
You should have told me. The story would have been better just like that. Like, fucking never. Oh, you never went back ever since?
No, I haven't been back since. I mean, like, not that I'm avoiding it by any means, but like, I kind of am a little bit of a chameleon where people don't really, like, they'll see me and then like, they'll see me like maybe a month later. And for some reason, I'm kind of like, either I'm wearing glasses or I'm not wearing glasses or my hair is up or some shit like that. But it's like, I have like kind of this chameleon type energy sometimes where I'm just like, if it's been like a couple months, maybe he'll just forget about me. Yeah. He won't know who I am.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe go back in there.
I'll go back in there again and I'll look at the
Unless we do it again to you, the same person again. And I'll be
cash only.
Dude.
Cash only.
I usually bring cash when I go to Nashville. There's so many fucking scams. I was raised in Florida, so like in Florida you learn like either how to be a scammer or how to get avoid from being scammed, right? Because it's like everybody's scamming somebody in Florida. It's so bad, right? It's the worst thing ever. So like when I came up here the first time, because I came here through the military, and then people were so nice and whatever. Like I was just like, I always feel like everybody's trying to scam me. I was like, no, I know this guy's trying to do. He's trying to fucking scam. He's trying to get me, you know?
Yeah, that's how my mom is. She won't give her email out, like nothing.
Yeah,
or phone number. She's like, why do you need that? Why do you want that? And it's just like, because everything's digital, mother.
Yeah, Instagram me. You know? I'm not giving my fucking number. Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. I give my number out, but I do feel like that people like, oh yeah, can I do the podcast? I'm like, yeah, let me get your Instagram, you know? I was like, I'm a little afraid.
You bet a little bit before you go in there.
Person, you know?
Yeah.
But that's usually how it is. But you were saying you've been doing comedy for a couple of years, and that's a question I wanted to ask you was writer's block. Have you had writer's block? I know that you usually don't go a lot of mics, right? But like I'm guessing you write a lot, right? Yeah. Do you get writer's block? And if you do, how do you deal with it?
Man, so I wouldn't say I don't want to like toot my own horn, but no, I really don't get writer's block. I might have a genre block more so than writer's block. So it's like, say, if I can't write comedy, I can still write a short story, or I can still write a poem, or I can still write a song. And then like vice versa, if I'm trying to write a song and it's not coming to me, like I can probably think of a bit to write down.
Interesting. Okay.
But to try to, I guess, to get over that hump of like just trying to refocus of what I'm actually, the goal in mind is what I'm trying to write. Really, you just got to do it.
Really?
You just got to do it. Even if it's just like writing what you wrote down today, or you're just trying to recall a memory, you just write that down, because you already know the facts. Like, don't even try to make it into anything. You're just like, oh, I remember the summer that I went to Bonnaroo. I was with my two friends, Erica and Helen, and we had a great time. And we did this thing where we would say fake band names anytime people would ask us who we're there to see. We'd be like, oh, we're seeing the Big Old Greenies. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, neo-funk mixed with rockabilly or some shit like that. Like, just make shit up. But yeah, and you just kind of, it'll come out, if that makes sense. Like, as you're writing it, either something funny will come to mind, or if you're trying to write a song, as you're writing it, the rhyme will be there.
I mean, I've talked to the people, and people tell me, like, I have some friends that tell me when they get writer's block, they kind of just like listen to comedy or listen to like some special, whatever, try to get some inspiration of something. And I try to do that sometimes, but then I feel like I'm afraid that I'm going to write a joke and be like, oh, that's the same joke that the other guy told. You get me?
I mean, to be fair, we're all just saying the same shit in different ways.
True. Very true.
Different point of views, but we're all trying to, like, one thing I wish white comics, me included, would just try to stop doing is trying to make the N-word funny. I don't think we can really do it. I don't think we can.
That's a big thing.
I don't really think we got it in us, like, because we dance around it, and like, you are gambling with accidentally saying it on stage. Anytime you try to think you're being clever about it, I was like, I don't know. I think John Mulaney might have had like the closest, or maybe like the best way of doing it, where he was like talking about like, ooh, what's worse, the N-word or the word midget? And it's like, well, the one that you can't say is probably the worst, you know?
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. It's true though. It really is. There's a lot of comics that try to make fun of the N-word, and it never really works. Like,
never really works out.
It never really works out that good.
Yeah, myself included. Like, I have one bit that I've been trying to. It doesn't really land. Where I'm just kind of like, I hate when black people try to get you to say it, because it feels like someone trying to get you to do a line of cocaine with them.
Yeah.
Or it's like, sure, that looks fun, but like, it could also ruin my life.
Yeah. I have I've said the N-word many times before. I'm Hispanic, so like we kind of grew up with that word. So it's not like
you
but
feel
it's
like a little bit of a pass.
Yeah, no, but I still don't use it, because I feel like it's kind of an ignorant way to get a laugh, right? Like, you're gonna say the N-word, like, I'm like, I don't.
It's like, oh, shock value.
Yeah,
blah, 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 blah.
It's not that clever. Like, and like, I don't care about other comedians that, like, black comedians that go up there and they use the N-word. Like, that's whatever. That's your thing, that's right? Them. Yeah. But I feel like to try to get a laugh, like me, a Hispanic guy or a white person or whatever, like, it's kind of like, try something else. It's kind of like, and I noticed too, like a lot of other like white people that I've met in Nashville, they get upset when you like even try to do something racy, and it's like, so you're not even the race that I'm talking about. What's going on? Why are you so upset? I see that a lot.
Yeah, you find it's like the white knight kind of thing.
The white knight? That's what you call it?
No, yeah, white knight. Like that terminology where it's like the white person has to come and save the situation.
My God, I've never heard of that. Okay, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
White knight, where it's like you have to save the situation. Even if the black person or the Hispanic person or the Indian or whoever is not even offended, they still feel like, oh, that's offensive. blah, blah, blah. Like they make it a bigger deal than it needs to be.
Yeah, I don't find anything offensive, to be honest. People call me names and I like, people tell me all the time, like they say, "Oh, you're Mexican. You look like I'm not a Mexican," but I don't get offended, right? And especially I feel like to be a comedian, you can't be offended. And if you're gonna get offended easily, you're in the wrong.
You're in the wrong industry, like totally. As far as just like even if you want to do music or act or whatever, it's just like that. You can't be in a bubble if you're trying to pursue. Yeah,
and comedians make fun of you. They will make fun of you no matter where you go.
Yeah, and then like that's how you know that you're relevant. Like people had this whole thing or all up in arms when Dave Chappelle started making trans jokes and stuff, and I'm like, that's how you know that trans people are making it. Like they are relevant. You see them as humans. Like
they're everywhere.
If comedians are talking about you, that's a good sign. Like to me, unless you are being like an asshole. But
talking about trans, I just learned this yesterday from this girl. Apparently, a cis man is a straight man. You ever heard the word cis man?
Yes.
I've never heard of that.
CIS? Yeah.
I don't know how to spell it, but she said cis man stands for a straight man, which doesn't that seem weird? Like cis means, let's say it's like sissy almost.
Oh, no. Well, no. I mean, like, no, I see what you mean, where it's like your brain jumps to the word sisters because there used to be like this kind of slogan where it's just like, stand up for your sisters, not just your sisters. Like stand up for your sisters, SIS, but not just your sisters, S or CIS.
Okay, I'm lost already. Okay,
but that is a terminology, for sure. I mean, if you as people are non-binary and trans people are coming forward and they are coming out, if we got to find a way to differentiate, or if we got to find a way to categorize like what you identify as, like I don't have an issue with cis. Like if someone calls me a cis woman, like that's fine.
I don't have an issue with what you want to call it, but it was just when she told me that, it was so confusing. It's like where did that word come from? Right, like who made because my sister's gay, and like I asked her questions, and not even she knows. She's like, I don't even know, man. I really don't understand.
I mean, that is a good question because I don't know where it came from. Like, I don't know what kind of scientific term it might have came from, because I do know that cis just means that you identify with the sex that you were born with. So, like, if you were born male and you have a penis, you identify as male, and yes, you have a penis. But say if you're not a cis male, say if you were born with a vagina, but you identify as a male, then you would be trans male.
Trans male.
Yeah.
It's so confusing. It's very confusing. It's to keep up with a lot of stuff. I feel like, I'm 33, so I'm always like, I really don't want to learn anything new. I'm like, I'm so done. I don't want to learn.
This dog is done.
Yeah. Be cool what you're doing. That's totally fine with me. None of my business. But I have no more space. I barely have space for my kids. I can't. Oh, I'm like, sorry, I don't have time. I'm sorry. Shh, go away.
That's what if one of your kids one day was like, Dad, I think I identify as the other gender, or what if they identify as no gender?
And be like, hey, listen, I'm
not going to learn the words.
Yeah.
I love you.
No, I'm like, hey, listen, that's totally cool. When you're 18, you do whatever you want. Right now, I don't care. I mean, it's just not my business. I'm so exhausted with stuff. It has nothing to do with me personally. Like, it's not me doing it. I don't give a fuck what you do.
I can see like I don't know if they're like 13 or 14. They come to you like, Dad. Then they're like getting this big thing off their chest. And you're just like, yeah, that's great, hon. Okay.
Yeah. Like I told because my wife, my sister's gay, and she asked me that, what would you do if like one of your kids are gay? If my son comes up to me, he's like, hey, Dad, I'm gay. I'll be like, dude, I don't care. Like, I really don't. Are you gonna go clean your room? Like, are you not done cleaning your room? Like, I don't give a shit. It's not my business.
Finish your report yet?
Yeah, it's not my business. But
that's great.
Because growing up, I grew up in like really religious household. So like my mom was like very against like gay, and my sister came out gay. Like they used to try to beat the gay out of her.
Damn.
Yeah. So I found it hilarious now because like she's okay, right? But it's just like they really thought like, all right, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you until it fucking goes. And, now that now we're older and my parents accepted my sister, like to me, I'm like, and it's not my business. I really don't give a fuck what you do. If you want to go fuck it's not my dick, And when you're 18, you can't do anything anyways. Like can't control the kid anyways.
Yeah, it's like as long as it's consensual and you are being safe as you're not
raping nobody or nobody's raping you, you're totally fine, dude. As long as you got a job, that's all I care about. As long as you move out and you have a job and you're not a fucking bum. That's more my worry. It's more like my kids becoming bums, asking money in the streets. Give a shit. You're gonna go.
It's like, you got your own apartment yet?
Me and my boyfriend, dude. Have you got a fucking place yet? You're still here, like. and there goes my dogs fighting each other. That's what they do all the time. So happens when you have dogs. You have dogs?
I do.
How many dogs you got?
I got one. She is a boxer pit bull. She is 13. Her name's Buffy.
You had her since she was a baby?
Yeah. She plopped. So, long story short, I used to have this dog, and he was Boston Terrier, but he had tragically got hit and died.
Yeah.
So sweet.
he's the worst one out of all. He knows how to open doors. So he knows how to put his paws in a knob and turn it.
Smart.
Yeah, he's very smart. He knows how to make holes under the fence. He will entice my dog to fight the other dog. He's not a bad shit. It's a bad
That's
fucking
insane.
dog. Yeah.
It's just like, I hear they were talking shit. Go get him.
Yeah, and we got him from a Amish, like out here in the country somewhere. They were just farming the dogs, I guess, and it was the saddest thing ever. After you bought the dog, the mom chased us all the way, like, because we drove out of the land. It was like chase us all through the land.
Was it at like the 6-week mark? Or?
Yeah, it was like right at the mark when you get and we were the first ones to buy one of the dogs.
Oh,
so it was like chasing us.
She probably just didn't know what was going on. Like,
and I felt so bad. I was telling my wife, yo, still thinking to run over the dog. She was like, no, we gotta go. And I'm like, dude, damn. Anyways, that was got off topic. Yeah, my bad. But you were saying your dog?
Yeah, so I used to have a Boston. He had gotten hit. And then it was like, yeah, sadly. Like about a month later or so, someone was trying to show my ex and I at the time, like, hey, there's this little free box of puppies. And we're like, well, it can't hurt to just like go look.
Yeah.
And when we were looking at them, we were first looking at like male dogs, because that's what our Boston was. And his name was Ringo. And so we were looking at this male, but then the guy was just like, no, we're keeping him. He's the runt. He has a little ring around his tail. We called him Ringo. I was like, oh, Ringo. And then just then, my little doggy Buffy, she just like plopped down at my feet. Like, she just chose me. She was just like, each one. And she just went, boop. And I picked her up. And I've just been having her ever since.
So 13 years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So when that dog goes, it's going to be sad.
It'll kill me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's sad in the back of my head. So I'm like, I'm single and I live alone. And I'm just kind of like, I need to be with somebody while this is happening.
Yeah,
like, I don't like. I either need a man with me, like if I get into a relationship, or like I need to have somebody on speed dial, someone that can just like come to me. I don't know.
Is the dog showing signs like it's like older?
Actually, no, man. She boisterous as fuck. Like, she has not. Yeah. Like, she might have like kind of physically slowed down a little bit. Like, she can't run as long or as fast as she used to be, but she is still every which way. Like,
that's what I'm afraid of my dog. He's 10, but he doesn't look good. Like, he doesn't look like he looks like the pit bull. He looks rough for 10. But I feel like I feel like because he's inbred. Like I found this out, like his mom and dad were like siblings, right? So like they in Florida they do that a lot. They just like mate whatever, right?
Because they want like the bloodline.
Yeah, bloodline, whatever, right? So and now my dog is like he like his joints hurt. He's always like moving all weird. You know, he only gets excited when you get like a treat or something. Other than that, he's always like moping around the house, always sleeping. You know, and 2 years ago is when we got the other dog. We got it because he was looking so depressed. We're like, well, let's get another dog to kind of help him out. And it helped him out for a few months, but now he's just like, I'm done. I don't want to deal with that fucking dog anymore. But
he puts me in fights.
Yeah, he's not a good dog. The little one. He's kind of a douche, but that's just the way it is. One more question I wanted to ask you. You write mostly dirty, right? Or mostly clean?
I would say dirty.
Dirty?
But not even like necessarily like dirty. It's not like a bunch of like sex jokes or anything like that.
No. Yeah. It's mostly like dirty curse words and stuff like that.
Curse words for sure. And then like just topics that are a little heavy hitting or like.
Yeah. Controversial.
Yeah, controversial. Topics. Like, you know how there's like lighthearted comedy and stuff. Like, I kind of lovingly say it's heavy-hearted comedy.
Yeah. Do you find it difficult to try to write clean, or like something you just don't want to do?
Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. That's a good question, because I tell my parents, like, I know they want to come see my shows, but I'm just like, you don't really want to come see my shows. I was like, you don't want to see like the shit that I be saying. But I do want to write enough material to where I'm comfortable with my family being present to see it. So I don't know if I'll move towards that. It's just like my brain just hasn't like picked out like a nice like family friendly type stuff.
Do you plan on staying in Nashville, like just doing comedy in Nashville and that's it, or you don't plan?
Oh no, like I wanna go do things for sure.
Move to a different state or something. I do.
Maybe New York or so. Like,
New York, okay.
Yeah, like maybe if I get to that point and stuff. But yeah, like as of right now, I just want to be, I guess, more active in the comedy scene in
Nashville. Yeah.
And then try to.
Yeah, that's usually how everybody wants to be, right? I just feel like Nashville's too small. The scene's too small, and I'm trying to move out of here. I'm trying to go somewhere where the scene's a lot bigger. Like not Austin, because everybody talks about Austin. I think about moving to Phoenix. I want to do, stand up over there because like from there in LA. But I spoke to somebody last night about Austin because they've been living in Austin for like 3 years or whatever. And they were saying it's bad, it's hectic. Like it's too many comics.
I imagine. I tried to do, so Kill Tony was at Bridgestone.
Yeah, everybody tried to go there.
Yeah, I tried to get signed up, but then it was like 13 minutes and I'm standing in the line and their cutoff is 5. Meanwhile, a tornado is about to hit downtown.
Yeah, and that was Saturday.
Yeah, and so my dog was like, it wouldn't be as big a deal to me, but I do live on the top story of my apartment building. Yeah. And so like if there was any floor that was going to go, it's mine. It's going. But my dog was there. And so it was like 13 minutes and I probably would have moved through the line. But in my head, I was like, but Buffy. And so I just went to Buffy and just get her back in the basement. I just imagined her just being scared and alone. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to risk it. But then at the same time, like the more I learn, I don't really know much about Kill Tony, which is like,
what? You don't watch Kill Tony?
No. So see, like that's usually the reaction I get. Yeah. Like I know enough about it to know what it is, but at the same time, the more I learn about it, I'm like, okay, I'm actually kind of good. Like it's like to me, it's like American Idol, but for comedy. And
that's kind of yeah.
And if you look at the track record for American Idol, Kelly Clarkson's the only one that had staying power.
Yeah.
Out of the umpteen seasons or how many.
She was the first season winner, right?
Yeah, she was the only one that ever really kind of mattered. Like maybe Miranda Lambert or something. I don't even know if that was, she's a country singer, but I don't even know if that was American Idol or if she was like on Nashville something.
Or The View or not View, The Voice or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm definitely going to move and we'll see what happens. Because it's not, for me, it's not here. Right?
I mean, I think it is there. I think that's another problem in my head where it's just like I need to be better about the energy and the initiative that I have in there. But I think in the back of my mind that I know that it's always there. Like at any given night, you can go find a mic somewhere. And I think that kind of, I don't want to say it hinders me, but it definitely doesn't give me, I guess, the push of just like if it was like an every other week thing, maybe that would be more of a push. But I guess there's kind of, something limits you in your brain when you know something's always there.
Yeah.
Until you know that it's gone, that's the way that you care about it, or you become, I don't know, more incentivized to go do it. And that's my own battle that I got.
Yeah.
That's my own problem. Where it's just like, oh man, there's so much opportunity. But no, I'll get there.
All right. Well,
I'll get there.
we hit our time, so I appreciate you coming out. I'm sorry my dogs are making so much fucking noise, but they're really crazy today. But yeah.
What's your pit bull's name?